Hello! Okay, hold on a second. As usual, I'm just gonna check you can actually hear me, which I think would be a good idea. Okay, I think you should be able to hear me, but if there's any problem, please do let me know. Hello! Hold on a second. I'm just gonna start recording Clip Studio Paint. Record. Okay, nice. So wait. Today what I want to do is at least start drawing the final sketch. So mostly I want to focus on the anatomy, since this is the rough sketch we got last time we ended the stream, and I kind of gave up on anatomy back then because I was tired. So I would like to actually make it anatomically okay, and also it has to be anatomically okay, but also it has to be in the SEKAI art style. So I will be doing this today. So this is the sketch we had when I stopped the stream last time. So so this was my rough sketch folder. I'm gonna make a regular sketch folder, and just so I can see what's happening, I'm just gonna oops, hold on a second. I'm gonna hide everything that is not related to the body of Tsukasa. I'm just gonna make a new layer. Okay, so typically with anatomy, like, I am not a professional artist. I cannot draw anatomy like without having proper references. So I'm gonna first of all look at a lot of references, but also I'm gonna have to draw it in steps to ensure that this doesn't look wonky in the end. So first I'm gonna start by drawing boxes, like I've done for the second idea I had last time. Well, technically the first. So this idea here, we made the anatomy be boxes. Like, as you can see, the torso is a box. The arms are cylinders. The joints are balls. The legs are also cylinders. So I'm just gonna try to simplify the anatomy into simple shapes as much as possible, so it doesn't end up being too unrealistic by the end. So starting off with his head. Wait, I'm just gonna write down the steps so I can organize my thoughts better. So first step is gonna be simple shapes. Then I'm gonna try to make it look not like simple shapes, but actually like a body. And then third step is gonna be using references to make it look like the SEKAI art style. And that should be it for the sketch. So first of all, let's draw boxes and cylinders. By the way, I don't think I've mentioned it before, but the reason why I make my layers blue at times is because when I'm gonna be drawing over them, it makes it much clearer to see what I'm doing, as opposed to if I'm just gonna be drawing in black. Well, you can't see the difference between my new layer and the raw sketch. So I like to make it blue and reduce the opacity a little. So first, the head can be simplified into... most people use a sphere, which I also do, but I don't actually like it a lot, because the head isn't actually round. Like, maybe, I don't know if I have a 3D model that makes it obvious. Oh my god, this is terrifying. I'm sorry if this is terrifying. I don't use this model a lot, but you can see actually the head isn't a sphere at all. If you look from above, the shape is actually kind of... personally, I think it looks more like a rounded rectangle than a sphere. So I've seen people use a... like what they call the box method to draw a head, where basically you just draw a box and then you draw the head in the box. I don't really like this method. I've been trying it and I just can't make sense of it, so I'm not gonna be using this. If you look at the actual shape of the head, you can also draw a circle, but it's cut off at the angle, like at the sides here. So it's basically, if you take a, I don't know, an orange, and then you take your knife and you just cut off the sides here. Cut this off and then cut this off here. You end up with the shape of the head seen from above. So it kind of does reflect in how the face actually looks. So if you look from the side, I think it becomes more obvious that this is not a circle. So it's kind of hard to draw the head if you start with a circle. Of course, you can just do this and then add stuff here. I have found that I really have trouble starting with circles. So, especially, like, obviously, this is what I do. I usually start with a circle and then add stuff here, and you have your face. I don't know, I do it because I'm used to this, because this is how I was taught, but I don't really like this method, so for this, I'm not gonna be using simple shapes, I don't think, for the face. I don't actually know what I'm gonna do. I could be using a box, but I'm not used to this technique, so I don't think it would be very interesting to watch. I could be using the circle method, but it's not very accurate. What I found works the best for me is to draw a circle, and then imagine you're just gluing here a sheet of paper, because your face is actually pretty flat. If you look from the side, you can pretty much draw a straight line here. So what I like to imagine is that you have an orange or whatever sphere here, and then you add a flat sheet of paper in front of it. I might do this, I'm not sure, because usually I would experiment with stuff when I draw, but here, since I'm showing you guys the process, I don't know how much I'm supposed to be experimenting. I suppose it is part of the process, so it would be fine, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna start with the head, and do exactly what I said, which is draw a circle first, and then I'm just thinking. I feel like he should be looking at us from above slightly, like this. So the sheet of paper should also reflect that. I don't know, this is honestly an experiment. I like doing it this way, but this is the first time I'm actually drawing what I'm thinking when I'm drawing. Usually I just jump straight into drawing the face like I've done here, because I think I have enough experience to draw faces that I don't need a guide. I can just do this and it looks like a face. My cat is meowing outside. Meow! I love you! My cat is so cute. Anyway, so I'm gonna be trying this. I cannot guarantee it is gonna work. And I hope it can at least like make some people understand that it's okay to experiment. You don't have to stick to one thing. I'm still trying to find what works for me, and I think it's completely okay. I'm making this bigger to match the sketch I had. So this is a flat sheet of paper. Oh, I said should have a slight perspective, so I'm gonna make it slightly shorter near the top. This doesn't look like anything, I agree. If this technique doesn't work, I'm probably gonna skip the simplification of the shapes for the head, which I usually do. But you know, since I'm doing this, I can at least try. Hold on a second. So this is not wide enough, which I'm confused about. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing in the slightest. I just found the center of my sheet of paper, so I'm gonna draw. Bruh. Okay, that's fine. Now we have a sphere and a sheet of paper on top of it, which honestly looks off, but again, this is an experiment. Oh my god, Nuki, no, this is terrible. Oh, I know what's wrong. Okay. Okay, now I know what's wrong. I decided that the center would obviously be here, but because I didn't follow a perspective that would go like this, because the head is actually tilted to the side, I have a wrong center. Yeah, I'm just gonna not do this because this would take time to actually make it correct, and I have no patience right now. So let's draw. What I'm gonna do instead is draw a randomly shaped face. I think what I did in my rough sketch was good, so I'm just gonna trace that. And then when I focus on making it look like the Project SEKAI art style, I will actually make the face structure look like something. Okay, maybe the ears are a bit misplaced here. It should be above the eyes a little. And the jaw. Oh my god, what did I do to him? Okay, we just have a random head. I did not structure probably correctly, and that's okay. Again, for this we could have used simply a circle and then added stuff here, which I don't like because you don't have any guarantee that this part here, which is not in the circle, would, like, you have no guarantee that it's gonna look good. And the box method, you are supposed to be drawing your head in a box like this, and then this is your box. Honestly, I never understood how it worked, probably because I'm self-taught, so I don't have any like real references to work with of what's good and what's not. So I'm just gonna draw a head, and now I can do boxes for real. Just gonna name this head. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up a reference real quick for something. Even though I already did it in the raw sketch, I still want to make sure I'm doing it properly. Oh wait, I was gonna check if, like, I remember I checked and Tsukasa's body is approximately 6.5 heads tall, but that I just remembered that we don't actually have any full body cards for him, so you have to rely on merch, which is not great. Just gonna pull one merch of him where he's like full body. Hold on. Merchandise. Just to make sure he's actually 6.5 heads tall. Also, I made this, like, this is my reference canvas, which I use for obviously references. So I'm gonna put every reference I use on this canvas. I'm just gonna put what I have done here before under another folder, which was idea 2, which I've drawn upstream, and then I'm gonna name this full body Tsukasa. Okay, I'm just gonna count the head, like how tall he is in number of heads to check. So I'm gonna select his head. Oops. So 1 head, 2 heads, 3 heads, 4 heads, 5 heads, 6 heads, Okay, yeah, it is 6.5. So just checking one thing, just once more, the like some, how do they even say that in English? I'm just trying to simplify something for me. So we had one head, about 2.5 heads. You have the waist. At about 3.5, you have the crotch. At 4.5, you have the knees. This is really what helps me give structure to anatomy. Where do I have the, oh, right. So here I'm gonna do the same thing. So 2 heads, 3 heads, 4 heads, 5 heads, 6 heads. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna add a 7th just in case. So we have heads. I'm gonna make them another color so it's not confusing me. I will make them yellow. Make them almost invisible. So now to draw the actual anatomy properly, we have the crotch at 3.5 heads. So 1, 2, 3.5. Okay, it was pretty much correctly here. Next the waist. Just gonna write crotch. Next the waist is at 2.5. Maybe a little less. 1, 2, and here the waist again seems to have been placed correctly. And then the knees at 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So here. I'm not gonna. I think it's pretty good. Obviously, the knees aren't here, but because like the knee is here, it's supposed to be here, but because his leg is not outstretched, this is fine. Because if I hold on a second, if I, oh my god, what is happening? If I make his leg outstretched, it should do something like this. And then editing the knee. Here, the knee is around the landmark that I've pointed out. So the knee is here. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. Hi, Barry! Hope you're doing well today. Thank you! I am. Thankfully, I had like an appointment this morning, so I have fixed my sleeping schedule. So I am doing much better. What about you? I'm trying to draw the anatomy using boxes first. Like I had started doing last time with the first idea I had. I'm gonna redo this today. Oh, also, same for here. We established that he was about hold on, not toes. What's the word for it? Heel. The heels are at 6.5 heads tall. Heads at heads tall. So the toes, not the toes, the heels should reach here, but again, because his leg is not outstretched, I'm not gonna be too strict about this. So onto the actual drawing. So this is fine, I can just trust what I had done last time, and we can actually draw the body this time, even though I've been yapping for so long already. So first things first is the I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Right, the neck. I wanted to draw the neck. So, draw a neck, it's honestly, I would say, the easiest part if you're not trying to be like hyper realistic. It's just a cylinder. Like, there's no crazy shit going on. It's literally just a cylinder. Again, I feel like Tsukasa is slightly looking at us from above. So if you're looking at this in perspective, I feel like the cylinder would be slightly... I wonder, hold on. How would the perspective be for the neck? Not crazy perspective, but I want to know if it's basically doing like this. Like if the cylinder is like this, or if it's like this. This is terrible. Oh my god. Oh my god, I was watching for 10 minutes, then realized I didn't make a channel for this account. Hello! Thank you for watching. I'm sorry this isn't very, let's say, full of action. It's mostly me yapping about random, oh my god, random stuff. So cylinder number 1, I feel like it should be slightly seen from below. Just very slightly. Because I feel like I'm drawing the neck way too thin. Too thick, I mean. But you know what, I'll correct that when it comes to drawing in the Paraxekai art style. By the way, I noticed when I was rewatching something from my previous stream today, I have like automatic subtitles now. I'm kind of happy that YouTube can recognize the words I say when I speak English, mostly. I was surprised. Maybe I need some stabilization. For some reason my arm is wobbly today. I'm gonna do like last time and see what I did for my Emu card, because I am so lost for some reason. Probably because I'm streaming, I feel like my brain is not functioning at 100% of its usual power. So I'm gonna reference what I did last time. I love the Emu card. Thank you! I also like it. I feel like it can be improved a lot, but honestly, for the third time I drew something so huge, I feel like it was good enough. Which is exactly why I'm gonna reference what I did back then. Oh my god, this is making my computer so slow. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry if this is so... The file is so heavy that it made clips to the paint. Oh my god. Okay. I'm just gonna take the sketch again and see what I did for a simplified shapes. I still can't believe your self-taught. Thank you! I try my best. Okay, saying I'm self-taught is a bit of a stretch because I did have art classes, but it wasn't serious in the slightest. Like, I didn't learn anything. So everything, especially in the manga style, I have not had a tutor for this. My only art classes were genuinely honestly shit. Oh my god, hold on. How does this work? Anatomy. I have a head cube for some reason. Hold on, where is the... Oh, right, it was in my Discord folder. I wish I had had better out classes though, because I feel like I'm missing on so many, like, fundamental things, which I don't know about now because nobody was there to explain it to me. Where are my cubes? Where did I put my cubes? Oh, here! It was here all along. I'm gonna use this in my reference canvas. This is huge. Yeah, apparently even back then I didn't make a simplified shape for the head because I didn't know how to do it. I'm just gonna follow what I did back then. Loki's supposed to be doing schoolwork right now, so I can't play sense, so I'm just here for the art. I feel that. Thank you for coming. Even though, oh wait, you can hear me. Wait, I'm gonna write it. You're so talented. What? Thank you! That's so nice. I'm trying my best. Look at this chat, bestie. I love you and your work. I know, everyone is so sweet to me. It makes me so happy. Okay, hold on. I'll be answering in a second once I have done the torso cube. It's not a cube, I know. I don't know the word in English for like rectangles in 3D. I know it in French. Oh my god, what is this? How do you do? Oh my god, wait, how do you a cube for this? Guys, will the Tsukasa card be a 3-star or 4-star since I can't have sound on? Hold on, can I chat here? I can! Awesome. I can actually chat. Why did Tsukasa autocorrect to all caps? Their autocorrect has the Tsukasa spirit going on. It knows to scream when it comes to Tsukasa. Wait a second, how did I do this back then? First of all, the neck here looks so crooked, it's honestly pissing me off. What is this? How does that work? I am in sheer confusion. Hold on, this is supposed to do something like this, right? Yeah, all the cards are 4 stars because... First of all, because I love all of Wanda Show and I didn't want someone to have like a less valuable cards compared to the others, also because I wanted to draw new hairstyles for everyone. So everyone is gonna be a 4-star, and I might draw a virtual singer 2-star. Not sure yet about this. I do want to draw Rin though, so autosave is taking so thank you. Hold on a second, why is this doing like, huh? I am so confused. It's probably because the shoulder is raised. It doesn't raise the torso, it only raises the muscles in the chest, right? So it doesn't have to be this extreme, I think. You can see I'm self-taught because I have no clue about anatomy at all. I wish I had headphones. I'm sorry I can't listen. It's okay, it's no problem. Thank you for watching. Okay, I think this is better, and then the shoulder connects to the chest muscles. I think it connects to the chest muscle, I think, at least. I don't remember. I should probably be using a proper anatomy model to check that stuff, but I'll check that later in the body stage. Okay, next this goes down, I suppose. Okay, this goes like this in the perspective, okay. Honestly, drawing like simple shapes is easy, but when you have to think of 50 things at once, it kind of gets hard, in my opinion. Wait a second, if the neck goes here like this, okay, I should be drawing the shapes properly, probably. So the head is like this shape, like this. The cylinder that is the neck probably goes like this. Wait, if it's from above, we should be able to see his chin, like his double chin. I don't know how to call this part here. That usually gets shaded. I'll check this later. Of course, watching people be talented makes me happy. Wait, I missed one message. They could all be wording cards with how beautiful they are. Thank you! Thank you! I love wording cards. Of course, watching people be talented makes me so happy. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Just checking I have the right center for this box. Alright, instead of saying cube, I should be saying box. Makes more sense, actually. Okay, I'm off by a few pixels. She's gonna piss me off, so I'm gonna fix it anyway. Speaking of headphones, I just found mine that I thought were long gone today. Oh my god! I'm so happy you found them! Losing stuff sucks. It's so sad to lose stuff. I was so sad when I couldn't find it one day, then I found them this afternoon. Oh my god, I'm so happy for you. Like, genuinely. So happy you could find them. Congrats, I have 3 pairs of headphones, but none of them are compatible with my current device. Oh no! Oh my god, no, that sucks! What? Oh my god, that sucks so hard. What? I would cry if that happened to me. Actually, now that I think about it, I haven't tested if my headphones, which I'm using right now, are compatible with my tablet or my phone. Because I use headphones when I'm on my PC and earphones when I'm on my other devices. I haven't actually tested if it works. I would cry if it didn't though. Losing headphones would be the death. Losing headphones would be the death of me. I could never leave home for hours without it. I know. It's so noisy outside. I don't want to interact with people. I just want to enjoy my Wonder and Showtime's music. And Mafu Mafu. This is my occasion to promote Mafu Mafu. I love Mafu Mafu. I'm a huge Mafu Mafu fan. I hope he gets commissioned for another song in Project SEKAI, please. Colorful Blood, I am begging you. Mafu Mafu, I am also begging you. For me, I'm getting like a silent anatomy lesson. I wouldn't call this an anatomy lesson. I've never studied anatomy. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, literally, I'm just throwing boxes and hoping it works. In the end, get to control like a center for this thing. I'm gonna guess it's here. And then... Wait, did I make it too small? It's possible I've made it too small. Wait, the chest is around here, I think? Probably... Wait, no. Huh? How does anatomy work? Okay, the hips are here. Didn't I make his waist huge? Like super long? I don't know. I don't actually know. I think it's time to use the anatomy model to help me. I wish I brought my sketchbook to school today, but I left it at home. No, that sucks. I actually stopped taking my sketchbook to school because my teachers would always tell me off for using it like drawing instead of... They assumed I didn't listen to class, except that I did listen. Because drawing helps me listen to stuff. So I stopped taking it with me because my back hurt as hell, so I didn't want to add another book to my backpack. Now that I'm in university, I guess I could take it and nobody would tell me anything about it though. Should probably think about this. How does that work? Huh? Hold on, I'm struggling. If this is raised like this, then this should be raised like this. Probably. Then this is like this. I flinched when I saw school. I feel that I've been studying for my exam. Like, what I'm trying to do with my streaming schedule is studying in the morning, streaming in the afternoon, and then resting in the evening. But honestly, school sucks. I don't want to be studying anymore. I don't want to go back to school. Oh my god. Alright, you guys usually go back to school in January. I'm free until February. Good luck, everyone. School really sucks. Hold on, I'm just gonna draw. I am gonna draw over this to understand what the hell is going on. So, hips here. How does that work? Huh? Okay, first of all, this is a rectangle. Then we have a weird... I don't know what this is, like this shape here. Like this. Okay, this isn't actually as scary as it looks. I just need to stop panicking. An enemy is not that scary. Probably. Something like this. I feel like I should be making bigger, but it looks close enough to what's happening. It's part 2 and I already feel that. I feel that school sucks so hard, genuinely. Hold on, why is the hips? Why are the hips more tilted like this here and here it's more like this? I'm trying to understand. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for being so clueless. This is why I cannot teach arts. I'm trying to draw and I'm not able to make more than 15 layers. What? Why? But they can't hear me, but I genuinely wonder why they can't. It's 15 layers. Like more than 15 layers. Oh wait, I know, wait. Oh my god. Actually looking at my rough sketch, isn't it kind of funny that the chest does like the torso does this kind of shit? What is happening with this? Should be... Huh? I don't even know what's happening anymore. I think my brain is fried. Hold on. It's pretty straight and then it does. Okay. This and then it goes like this. Why does it not do this here? Because I used the reference and it was more tilted. So how do we do this on my 3D model without making it break? It sucks, but my friends are just too good to miss school for. Oh, that's so sweet though. That's so cute. I was a serial school skipper, so unfortunately I cannot relate to this, even though I love my friends. I still love them, by the way. I'm still a serial school skipper. Now I can crack last year jokes for at least a month. True. Very true. Hold on, this is supposed to be more like this. I feel like this is weird. Like this should be more... Huh. No, I don't see the problem. I'm not... What? I feel like the reference I used might have not been the best, or otherwise my 3D model is just not 3D modeling. Wait, hold on. This, I can do this. Then this would do this. Oh, okay, no, it's just a really awkward... I can triplicate that pose myself. What the hell is this? Oh, we have an assembly. Bye bye! Okay. Now that I have found out that the pose I wanted to draw is basically anatomically impossible, I do not know what to do. Actually, I'm gonna pull back that reference I used back then. Okay, no, I just suck at drawing following references, apparently. Hold on a second. I check something. Okay, no, I knew it happened. I think, probably. So this... can I tilt the hips? Okay, that's not ideal. Okay, no, I see what happened. I think. Huh? Wait, no, I don't. No, okay, I see. I just drew my boxes wrong and I'm gonna change the pose to what I think would look better. So I'm gonna go basically off script. I'm not an artist, but I like seeing people draw art. That's so sweet. Actually, same. Like, I'm an artist, so yeah, that is not exactly the same. But for example, I am not a musician. I have never touched an instrument in my life, and I like seeing people compose music for some reason. Hold on, I'm gonna go off, I'm not gonna follow what I had planned with this. So I'm gonna edit my rough sketch. I am merging my rough sketch so I only have the anatomy parts, and I'm gonna edit slightly so it makes more sense, because here we have this weird shape that goes like this, whereas here we have basically a straight line. So it will look less flowy, it might be less cool, but I think it's best for me to not be using my imagination too much in that case, because as I have been proving for the past, oh my god, it's already been an hour and I have done nothing. Like I have been proving for the past hour, I cannot draw anatomy to save my life, so I'm gonna be relying on references and my free model. So finally back to this, I can draw the shape for the hips, which seem to be something like this, except that this looks to be female anatomy, so I can make the hips slightly smaller. I love drawing them on, that's so sweet. I love composers, I know, it's so impressive what they do. It's so fun to watch them. It tickles my brain in the right place when they explain the process. I know, it's so interesting. I love watching it. But yeah, I'm just gonna draw the hips without caring about my rough sketch for a second. It's so cool to watch people hear about the process, because typically my process is very chaotic. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time, so it's so reassuring to know that most people don't know what they're doing either. Unless they have actually studied for this. Honestly, I just like watching art content in general. It's relaxing. It's been an hour. I know! Yeah, apparently it's been 55 minutes, which is insane. I swear this was so much easier when I was drawing Emu. This part took, I'm pretty sure, 2 hours maximum. Here I am struggling. Did I make his hips too wide? I don't know much about masculine anatomy. At least I know my attention span is not cooked. I feel that. Mine is definitely cooked, which is probably also why my process is so chaotic, but I have come to terms with it. If I have a chaotic bad attention span, then so be it. Okay, this probably is weird. This is very weird. How do the legs attach to this? I don't know. Hold on, let me try to draw the inside part, the parts that's hidden here. I don't know, something like this. So what is happening? How do the legs attach to the hips? So the waist is easy enough, it's just gonna be in the center here, which means that I should be moving this slightly here. That's fine. Okay. Well, let me check. The center is here. This should attach like this. Okay, that looks fine. When you drew Emu, I think it was more like flowy with a visually obvious anatomy, and Tsukasa is a little scrunched up. Yeah, I think that's probably what's happening. Also, I'm much more used to be drawing girls, or at least feminine anatomy, compared to that kind of anatomy, which is like rougher and less curvy. And also, I'm streaming, so I am brain dead. So, back to the main problem. At least that's what I see. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, also Emu was like expanding her body outwards, whereas Tsukasa is like folding inwards, which might make it look a little awkward. Probably. I don't actually know how the legs attach to the hips. How does it work here? I know there's like a muscle and a bone involved, but again, I have not studied anatomy, so I wouldn't know. So I'm just gonna be drawing like a cylinder. Hope it works. But also, if I draw a cylinder, I'm gonna start with the other end first. Yeah, I think so. Maybe the head placement that also leans into himself. Okay, curling up. Yeah, I think so. Honestly, probably not the best pose I've ever chosen in my life, but it works with the idea, so I'm just rolling with it. Okay, I'm gonna draw the cylinder first and then worry about the hips attaching to them later. Okay, we have beautiful... Okay, I'm starting to have so much stuff on my screen I cannot see anything. Okay, cylinder. This looks like a leg to me, which is great. So the leg should be like this. I'm gonna add more guidelines. Alright, this is the word I've been looking for this whole time when I was doing the heads. Tsukasa's body. Guidelines. Those are guidelines. I love myself. I love when I actually remember vocabulary. So, back to my guidelines. To my cylinder, I mean. How does this attach to the hips? I do not know. Do I wish to know? Not particularly. Oh no, this is actually obvious. If I draw... Can the butt be considered a joint? I don't even know. I mean, there's gonna be the butt here. Okay, no. Makes sense suddenly. At least to me it makes sense. Which usually is a win because not many things I say make sense to me. Maybe curve the cylinder into the hip or twist the hip to connect with the cylinder. I think I see what you mean. Like, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I think it's hard to explain if you're not specifically drawing. Probably. I feel like I keep saying probably. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna do what I feel like works and then fix it later. What did I do here? I just attached it to the sides, which is not gonna work here. So it was probably not a good idea back then. So I think... Hold on, how do my hips work? So it's definitely gonna connect. Not here, but here, that's for sure. I know there's a bone. I forget how the bone goes, but it's... Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like this. I don't think it should look too bad. Anyway. So we have one cylinder here. This is the knee. If it's not perfect, it's okay. I'm just... like... if there is a mistake, I can probably correct it later, and even if I don't correct it, I'm just trying my best. I'm just trying my best as a self-taught artist. Anatomy is so hard. Oh my god, anatomy is so hard. How the heck do you do this? I don't. Honestly, I don't do this. I have started to study anatomy. I have started halfway because I was confused. I should start again with the basics, the absolute basics like I'm doing right now. And the fact that I'm struggling with something so basic, which is just boxes, shows a lot about my level. So I should be focusing on studying properly in the future. Take it as my 2026 resolution. Okay, I think this is okay. Then the foot is my sworn enemy. How does a foot work? I didn't even draw the feet, even in my Emma card here. I didn't draw the foot because I didn't have... no. I had to do this. I can see that I am still the same as ever. Oh, I have a 3D model to help me with feet. Wait, is this the right or the left foot? Left, I think. Let's see. Oh my god. The colored tools are cracking me up. Do I have a better... I don't. Okay. It's okay. I'm gonna be using it anyway. Okay, I think this works. Okay, this is huge. Can it actually look like this? Considering... oh, I can move the... wait. Oh, I can't move the ankle, okay. Let's pretend for a second that this is... the ankle I've drawn. Yeah, it should work, I feel like. Even though it might be uncomfortable. Good luck on your drawing process. Eat, gotta go sleep because time zones are your thing. Oh, right. Sleep well. I hope it was relaxing. I've been told my voice helps people sleep. I hope it helps you sleep. Bye bye. Like this. Okay, I'm gonna keep it like this and roll. So we have the heels here, which I feel like could be a sphere. I don't think there should be a problem with that. I feel like this is basically a box. Yeah, this looks like a box to me. And then this weird shape. Probably smaller boxes, but I'm not gonna draw the toes individually, so I'm just gonna do this. Okay, maybe this box is a little too tall. Something like this, maybe. And then this part, I'm just gonna figure it out as I go. Okay, so we have a bowl, then a box, and the box is very shallow. And then I suppose this just connects like this. Probably should have made the heel bigger. I don't know. I keep it like this, and then the toes are like this. I feel like this is a very long and slender foot. Oh my god. Yeah, this does not look good, and this is probably because I've made the box too narrow. I feel like this is more close to the model. How does this look? It looks long as hell. Oops. So I'm gonna make it smaller. I wonder what's Tsukasa's shoe size. Yeah, this looks better. I feel like my rough sketch looked better than what I'm doing right now, which is honestly saddening. But it's okay. Okay, we have one leg here. I'm gonna draw the other leg. On another layer. So, assuming the legs attach like this, I suppose the second leg should be like this. Like this is two. Okay, I feel like this looks okay. Imagining shapes in 3 dimensions is so hard to me, and I am sorry about this. If anyone is better than me, it must be painful to draw, and I apologize. I genuinely have trouble with this. It shows I should be practicing more. Something like this. And then here. Oh my god, hi Lily! Thank you for coming! Okay, I said earlier that the knee here looked to be placed like not too bad, but here, I feel like if I'm placing it here, then this thigh here would be much shorter than this one here, which now that I'm looking back is too tall compared to what I've drawn in my rough sketch. So I'm gonna adjust this. Is this better? Or am I going insane? Okay, no, it does look better. And now that I'm looking at it, aren't the legs way too long? Hold on, I'm gonna check that real quick. This is the full length of the leg. Yeah, this is humongous. Because the legs, if we use the reference we've been using before, we established that Tsukasa is 6.5 heads tall, and his crotch is at 3.5 heads, which means that Tsukasa's lower body is 3 heads tall, while his upper body is 3.5 heads tall, which means that his upper body is bigger than his lower body, so his legs are supposed to be not as long as his upper body. And here, like, even if his upper body is slightly crooked, like if we put this here, it would be still shorter. So I feel like I should be fixing something. Now, what do I fix is the big question. Let me think. Probably because the reference I've been using, either I did not copy it properly, or the proportions are different from the Tsukasa art style. So I think what I'm gonna do is make his upper body bigger and then resize the whole thing later. So his upper body should be way bigger. Like this, maybe. Which... I am confused. Should I make his leg shorter instead? Maybe it's best I make his leg shorter. Let's see. Also, his lower, like, how do you call this in English? His, like, the lower part. I have locked my screen again. The lower part of his legs here is supposed to be slightly shorter because the longest bone in the body is this part, so this should be shorter. And I feel like it's longer. So I'm gonna make it shorter. If you bend your knee all the way to your bottom, you should be able to touch your bottom with your heel. So if yeah, okay, this works. This should be the correct length. Which then means, is his leg still too long? No, this should be okay. Even if it's not perfectly proportioned. Since he's not standing, like he's not like this 2-star card, just standing there, it's not gonna be as noticeable if it's slightly off compared to the Tsukasa proportions. So, finally back to my cylinder. Is it still too short? I feel like it is a little too short. I'm gonna redo the whole cylinder. My stomach just grumbled. that. I think it looks nice. Thank you! I hope it does. Okay, yeah, I think this is the correct length. My question is, shouldn't this be the open end of the cylinder in this? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, let's pretend like it is. Okay, next the knee, I'm just gonna make a bowl. And then this part, which I still don't know how it's called. Like, this is a calf, but what is the actual part named? I don't know. Your voice is so cute. Thank you! Thank you! I like my voice. It makes me sleepy just listening to myself. The fact that I speak French as my first language is probably not helping, considering it's a very monotonous language. So I have this tendency of not adding any emotion to my voice, which sounds really silly. Welcome back! Wait, hold on. I don't know if you can hear me, so I'm just gonna type it in chat. Wait, looks good so far. Thank you! I'm glad. I'm glad because I have been drawing boxes for 1 hour and 20 minutes. I feel like this Tsukasa drawing is gonna be surpassing my record in terms of longest drawing time. So far, I think Emu has the longest drawing time for all my drawings, which was 50 hours. No, 40. I think it was 40. This wasn't done and I... Okay, yeah. Huh? Okay, yeah, this was not even done. I was at 38 hours. This right now, I'm at 7 hours of work. This is gonna be ridiculous. I'm probably gonna animate it in live today as well. Not sure yet. If I do, I will probably stream it. It's not like I have a clue about what I'm doing anyway, so if you see me confused for 1 hour in live today, it's not gonna be a huge change from my other streams. Hold on, how did I draw the foot again? Was the heel, which should probably be bigger, like this. Then a box. Oh, but this is on the side. Hold on, how does my own foot work? I usually look at my own body when drawing an anime because it's my most reliable reference. Okay, so it's curved, so I can actually draw two balls, I think. There should be another ball here. And then the toes just look like a box, kind of. It's it's looking amazing so far. I have a vision in my head of what the final product looks like, so I'm very excited. I'm so happy. I am so happy for that you're trusting the process. Then it curves here, so how do I draw my box? Do I just make it crooked? Like it's a broken box? I don't know. How does the top of my foot look? Okay, actually I feel like this is more like a triangle that goes like this. Oh wait, no. The ball here is actually the crooked part. And then it's just... But yeah, I will fix this. He's gonna wear shoes anyway, right? I am in complete despair. Feet are my natural enemy. Let's pretend that this looks like an actual foot. Thank you. Yeah, okay, I think this is kind of okay. If you don't look too hard. It looks better than how I draw feet. Honestly, this might... Okay, maybe not this. This is my usual level, I would say, but this looks better than any foot I've ever drawn. I can't draw feet to save my life. It's terrible. I can't even draw hands better than feet. Speaking of hands, I should be drawing the arms. This is such a stupid pose now that I look at this. Why does it... Why is he doing this? Oh, also, I haven't drawn the bottom. I don't know how bottoms work. 3D model, save me. Like this. Let's pretend that this makes sense. Huh? How does one draw butts? Okay, I'm not gonna be putting more attention to this matter. Wait, is it hidden by his clothes? Where's my reference? Here. No, it's not gonna be hidden. I have to draw a butt. That sucks. To be fair, that pose is very Tsukasa-kun. That is true. That is true, he's so stupid, I love him. I should be thinking about whether I really want to be drawing him stepping on a fanny, because I genuinely feel so bad for the fannies. Like, bro, why would you be stepping on a fanny? Maybe I will design another thing too, so he's not stepping on a fanny, because this is making me feel so bad, but also it's kind of funny. I don't know, I need to think about it. Because also, story-wise, why would he be crushing a fanny that represents Phoenix Wonderland? But also it's funny, so I don't know. So, drawing the arms now. Woohoo! The arms should be easy enough, I am just afraid of the hands. Okay, so we have a shoulder here. I prefer drawing the arms starting with Okay, now that I'm looking at this, the way the neck connects to the torso is really stupid. Like, what is happening in this? He's basically breaking his spine here. How would that work? Hold on, let me try with my own body. So the torso is tilted back. Okay, no, that works, but the transition here is weird. Because I haven't drawn the I know the name in French. Those thingies here, and then here. Okay, no, okay. Alright, I think I know how it's gonna go. I can erase this here. I think. Should I be tilting this? Is his head too far forward? I'm having so many questions that I will be fixing. Maybe his head should be leaned back a bit more. Yeah, I do agree. Thank you for helping me this, because yeah, okay, yeah, this does look better. It was also looking weird with the neck. Yeah, this is better, I feel like. Also, this part here connects like this. I am going off box for a second because this is not boxing. My anatomy is not anatomying, so I'm just gonna use tricks I've learned to make it look good and somewhat make sense, even though I'm not technically drawing boxes. So the collarbones start at the base of the neck and go up, kind of. And they will go up if the shoulder makes them go up. Hold on, I'm raising my arm to see what my collarbones do. Since they attach to the shoulder, I think it should be okay to make them go up. Also, I have edited the pose a bit, so it's not too as much to the side as it was before. So the arms should be edited, the shoulder is here. This is okay, this can be less lowered. Okay, and now I can draw the arm. Centers again. If I'm having this much trouble with simple shapes, I wonder how much trouble I would have with actual muscles. Anatomy is scary. But I am determined to learn. I just need some time to make it work. Probably like this. And then like this. Just checking with the 3D model to make sure I don't do stuff that doesn't make sense. So this is way too okay. Then his arm for some reason goes down. What is that? What am I pressing? Huh? His hand is like something like this. Okay. So. Okay, I think what I was thinking was correct. So this cylinder is open here. Then the here, and then this should be open near the hands. Just gonna check for the length of the arm. So this is what happens if the arm is completely outstretched, and then if the arm should be a bit longer, especially since it's very slightly foreshortened. Gonna make it slightly bigger. I fear it's gonna look weird though. Already felt like the arm was pretty big. But the rest here is supposed to be aligned with the crotch when in a standard resting pose. I feel like maybe this is the part that's bothering me because it's too thick. Well, I guess I'm a liar. I have gym class and I hurt my foot, so I'm like, oh my god, is your foot okay? I mean, I'm usually happy if I can skip gym class, but is your foot okay? Actually, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm gonna write it in the chat just to make sure. I wish this was a real set. I would totally pull for Rui. You should totally make an Anna card so they can be Rui Anna. Slash joke, you can do whatever you want. I do want to draw Anna. Okay, first of all, thank you! Thank you! I forgot what I was gonna say next. I would totally pull for Rui. No, thank you! And honestly, I do want to make an Anna card. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. I want to make a fake card for every SEKAI character. So, maybe not the same concept. I don't know. The same concept would be cool. Okay, I still don't know if this person can hear me. So I cannot play Okay. I don't know how to pronounce it. Today. I hope. Okay, the arm looks off to me still. Maybe it's because of the way it attaches to the shoulder. Was it better before or is it better now? I think it's better now. I don't know. Okay, let's put this on hold for later. I don't want to draw the hand, so I'm gonna draw the other arm. On the shoulder is here. Hold on, let me. The shoulder is here. The cylinder should be. If I reach for my glasses, my arm goes forward, so this should be open on this end. That can be the shoulder too small. If this goes here and this here. It's a perspective problem. Okay, let's just have the shoulder be this size, and this is weird. This is really weird. Hold on, I made it too low. And also too thick, maybe? Maybe I'm just used to be drawing noodle arms, but this is looking too thick to me. Of course, I think Nigo would look amazing. This is not forceful, by the way. I love seeing any of your art. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Thank you. Let's see. I'm considering Leonid next. Like maybe not all the characters, but honestly I've been obsessed with the idea of drawing either Ichigo or Honami. But also my second favorite group is Momo Jump, so I kind of want to draw Momo Jump, but also Nigo is cool, and Vivid Bat Squad is cool, and everyone is cool, and I just love this game, and I love art, and I am brain rotten. Oh, hello brain rot. Hello. Oh, maybe the shoulder is too far. Huh? This looks so weird. Does it look so weird? Yeah, okay, this is too high, which is probably why it's looking so weird. Oh my god, why are boxes and cylinders such a pain in the butt? Okay, I wonder if the arm is too short. I think it should be okay. Let's see. So the elbow should be reaching the waist. So is it reaching the waist? It is. So it's no problem. Okay, then the elbow is here. Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm thirsty. I have drunk and I feel amazing now. Okay, let's draw another cylinder. This is actually gonna be weird because it has to be at a very exact angle. That is also gonna depend on Tsukasa's head, because I'm having him interact with his sunglasses, which is gonna be tilting down. Maybe he's gonna put them on his eyes. So I have to draw his arm and hands at the perfect position for him to interact with the sunglasses, which is gonna be looking awkward, I think, if I like don't have the arms at the perfect position. So I will probably be correcting this later when I draw the actual design with the costume and all. Otherwise, I don't know how I'm gonna do this right now with my extremely rough anatomy. So I'm not gonna be focusing too hard right now. This is way too thin. What am I doing? lines look okay. I think it should be the correct length. Hold on, if I bend my arm, my wrist reaches basically my armpit, which is what I think is happening here. Let me see. Yeah, maybe it is a little long. Just a little. Okay, I think this should be okay. I'm doing the small, like, these lines, like these curved lines, because it helps me actually visualize stuff in 3D. Knowing I have serious trouble with it. At least here I can see things in 3D, whereas for example this arm, I see it in 2D. I'm gonna be quickly drawing the lines that help me see the 3 dimensions. Hold on. If I take my glasses up, then my arm is going forward and my forearm is going backwards. So this should be the open end. I think this should be the open end and this is the closed end. Yeah, this does not look right. I need a 3D model. Save me a 3D model, please. Pretty please. I am begging. So raise the arm. Okay, hold on. What the hell is happening with the arm? Okay. Wait, I feel like I'm breaking their poor shoulder. Okay, it looks fine actually. Okay, so they are tilting their arm up and then their forearm is like this. Maybe not so much. So this... Huh, wait a second. Okay, no, okay. And then... Is this the open end or is there no open end? Because there is no way the open end is here. Unless... Wait, no, it makes sense if it's up here. Okay, never mind. Brain fart happened. Brain fart happened. So the open end is actually here. And the closed one is near the elbow. And then the hand is gonna come here, and I do not want to draw the hand. I am in complete despair. Okay, this doesn't look so bad when looking like this. I feel like this may... Oh my god. Wait, this looks like an... Hold on. What's the name again? An Italian painting by Michelangelo. Oh, I don't have a name. It's not the very known one, it's the... never mind. It's times like these where I wish I could draw in the SEKAI art style, so I could draw my Rui and Amik Steven cards. I feel that. Honestly, I want to draw so many things, like I also have my own fake events. I want to draw them so badly. It's terrible. I want to draw them. Which is also why I am hoping that my videos help people, because seeing more people study in the SEKAI art style would be amazing, because I need more cards. Like genuinely, I am so obsessed with the Sekai style. I want people to draw what makes them happy. I'm trying to learn the Sekai art style and it's harder than it looks. I know! It's not actually that easy, which is also why my very first card, which was Rui, doesn't actually... Like, I was able to trick people, but if you look closely, it doesn't look like the Sekai art style. I think the closest one would be Emu. Like, if you look at the face, it would be Emu. If you look at the whole card, it's gonna be Nene, I think. But you can point out so many mistakes I've made that basically sells it a way that it's not the Sekai art style. Like, for example, the transport parts in Nene's costume is not possible in the Sekai style. For multiple reasons. I don't know. Learning other art styles is so interesting. I love this. Hello, hello! Hello! It looks so hard. It is. I don't think it's hard if you've been drawing for a long time like me. Even though I don't have the art fundamentals. Like, you have experience in knowing where to look. Which is... it helps. It remains hard, but it's, I feel like, easier. But if you don't have experience or the fundamentals, it gets so hard. The first time... okay, I'm gonna show you the very first attempt I had of making the Sekai art style. It was terrible. I don't even know if I still have it. Hold on. Another Sekai. Yes, I have it. I do have it. Look, this was my very first attempt at making a card. And I had so much help from a friend. By the way, the design is also by them. I don't know how to credit them because I'm not in touch with them anymore, but the design is not mine. But like, this was my first attempt at the Sekai art, and I think it's like from 2023, maybe 4. It's so old. And honestly, do I have the time lapse? I do. Hold on. Oh, I don't have the full... okay, yeah, no, you can't see it. I think the sketch looked so wonky. Do I have the sketch here? Oh, yes, I do have the sketch. Look. This this is how it looked. This is how it looked in the beginning, and I thought that this looked like the Sekai art style. Obviously, it was just a sketch, but I was so proud of the sketch, and I was showing it to my friend like, look, doesn't this look like the Sekai art style? Obviously, not the body, but the face. And they corrected me so much, and it was amazing. But honestly, this was kind of terrible. Hold on, can I? Wait a second. Where is the... Okay, here, and then... do I have any... oh, yeah, okay. This was the, like, second step, and I was so proud of this. Like, obviously you can tell it's Rui, and you can tell it's an attempt at the Sekai style, but it does not look like the Sekai style. This is terrible. I don't know if I have another... yeah, okay. I think that's pretty much it for this attempt. It was such a wild ride making this. Anyway, yeah, it is hard. That's actually good. You draw them so accurately. This is so good. Thank you! But honestly, now that I can more or less just imitate the actual style, I can see so many mistakes with what I had done back then. So I wouldn't really call it good. Hello! Hi! Hello, Purple. Guys, rendering is so hard. How do people do it? I don't know. I'm not a I don't think I'm a render kind of person. I'm like a line art, coloring, shading, lighting kind of person, so I don't know how these people do it. Hello! Hi! I sound so cheerful when I say hello and then I sound so sleepy. Hold on. Alright, I was gonna draw the hands. No! I don't wanna be drawing those things. How do I even simplify a hand? What did I do for Emu? Wow, this is the peak of my abilities in drawing hands. What is that? Okay, I didn't draw boxes. I'm gonna try to draw boxes because I want to get it accurately. However, I am gonna rely on a 3D model once again because I do not have the patience to make it from scratch. Is Clip Studio worth it? Yes. Honestly, yes. I love Clip Studio Paint. Like, I cannot praise Clip Studio Paint enough. I love it so much. I have tried a few other drawing softwares. Like, obviously, I was also an Ibis Paint kid. I have tried Krita. I have tried Photoshop and Illustrator. And Clip Studio Paint is just a thing for me. I love this software so much. I would do free advertising for Clip Studio Paint any day because I love it so much. I also have it on my tablet, so I pay for 2 different versions because I love it so much that I just cannot go without it. Rendering, teach me your way. It's so hard to render. Hold on a second, what am I doing with this hand? What am I doing? I can do that. Okay. Not gonna lie, this looks professional. It is. I'm pretty sure Clip Studio Paint is advertised as the drawing software for professionals, especially in the anime / manga / whatever style. So yeah, I like it. Hello! Hi! Man, I'm at school, so everything is blocked, so I use Kleki. I've never even heard of Kleki. Wait, let me Google it. What is Kleki? Kleki Paint tool. Wait, that thing! Wait, I know this thing. Oh my god, I remember. Oh my god. This is terrible. Like, it works, I guess, but I remember using it once and I think it was laggy for me. And the UI is not it. But as long as it works for you at school, it works. I don't understand why schools block everything, especially drawing softwares. Like, what wrong is there in using a drawing software at school? I don't get it. I can't render unclicky at all. It looks so trash. Like, same. I can't render. I don't know how people render. Hold on, I forget what I was gonna do and then I remembered. is this pose even? Like, what am I supposed to pick? I feel like this is close. I feel like it is, but it might not be. What about this? No. What about the cupped hand? No, this looks so unnatural. What about this? No. No. What about this? Okay, this does look close, but not what I'm looking for, so I'm just gonna use this. I have Ibis Paint for my school device. Yeah, I was also using Ibis Paint when I was in middle and high school. Wait, what was I doing? Right. And then I'm gonna... Same dude, I'm finishing up my art and want to render, but I've never done so in my life. I feel that I'm a line art coloring shading person. I don't know how people render. It's so cool though, I love it. Okay, so how does this work? First you have a box looking thingy, I guess. This looks like a box to me. Hold on, I'm gonna catch up on comments real quick. I drew on Google Canvas at school. I don't even know Google Canvas. Oh my god. I didn't know the stabilizer existed for like 3 years. Oh my god. No. To be honest, same. I think on Ibis Paint I didn't know the stabilizer existed for like 3 years too. It was terrible. What's the stabilizer? I vanished for a while. Where are we? Barry, we are drawing hands, and I don't like this. The thingy that makes your line smooth or something. Yeah, basically this is a line with our stabilizer, so if I want to draw like a line, this looks a bit wiggly. If you have the stabilizer on, you can draw a straight line. Also makes your... yeah, it stabilizes you. Drawing on Google Canvas is like mind-blowing to me. I don't know Google Canvas, hold on. Google Canvas. Welcome to Canvas. Express yourself with natural brushes and hand-picked colors. Get started, I suppose. It wants me to connect to my Google account, okay? Hold on, sorry, this is so funny to me. I didn't know. What is this here? Oh my god, it looks like the... This looks like my Samsung app, like for notes. I fully rendered on it. Honestly, you can draw on anything as long as you know what you're drawing. It's gonna take more time than if you have like the tools to make it quick, but you can genuinely draw on anything. I've seen people draw on Instagram stories. This is insane. How does a hand work? You have a box, and it was like this, and I feel like it... Okay, let's pretend this is a broken box with broken perspective. Wait, no, I'm just gonna draw a normal box. Here, like this. I'll be off to my own stuff now. Have fun, bestie. Chat, look after Mopi for me. I am pretty sure I am older than everyone here, Perry. I don't think anyone needs to look after me. Thank you, though. Thank you, Perry. Have fun doing your stuff. The power of boredom. This is real. Honestly, I feel like 99% of my art skill comes from me trying random stuff from being bored. I like being bored. Great things happen when I'm bored. So you have a knuckle here. Knuckle. Then another knuckle. Then another knuckle. Maybe. Oh wait, it's... Oh, I know. If I look at my hand, it does this weird shape thingy. So, if I adjust the box shape, it should look like this. Haha, Mopi, how was life as a microorganism? Excuse me? What do you mean? I'm not a microorganism. You're shorter than me, Perry. Remember this. Once I logged in on Ibis Paint, it made a fully rendered artwork that I could never replicate that. That's so cool though. Like, what it even is rendering genuinely? I feel like it's when you... This is how I understand it. You have a sketch and you just... I don't know. I don't know how people do it. I feel like it's like kind of a disorganized process. At least that's how it looks to me. I feel like most people who render color their sketches and correct stuff instead of redrawing over and over their sketch like I'm doing. So I don't know how they do this. I need the clarity in my art, otherwise I just get so lost. I wanna draw so bad, but I don't have my stylus. No, this is just sad. Hold on, 1, 2, and then 3 is at the top here. Second knuckle is... Oh my god, I'm drawing humongous knuckles. And then the fourth is here. And then the... Huh? I am in so much confusion. And then... The thumb should be going like this. It goes like this, and then here, and then here. And then... This looks so weird to me. I don't know. I think rendering is like giving colors and details, I think. In my mind, it's finishing up an artwork, so it's like colored and shaded and not a sketch anymore. Oh, that makes sense. I have to go, but it was really fun to see. Thank you! Thank you, Lily. Bye-bye! I don't know, I see people like rendering... Like people who talk about the rendering technique is like coloring your sketches and correcting mistakes over and over until it looks good. But technically speaking, rendering is just finishing a sketch, I think. I don't know. I'm drawing the Mizuki. Oh my god, you're drawing Mizuki! I'm sure it's gonna be so cool. If you post it, you should tag me. I wanna see. No pressure though, you don't have to. Love arts. But how long have I been drawing this hand? I am in despair. Okay, adding fingers now. So, 1 knuckle. Not 1 knuckle, 1/3 of finger. 2/3 of finger. 3/3 of fingers. I think this should be okay. I don't know. How do fingers look? I don't know. Okay, so I colored it, but it will not. But I will not shade. I can say to you that I traditionally draw. Oh my god, I feel that so much actually. Shading traditionally is such a pain. I haven't drawn traditionally in so long, I don't know how I could even like try and replicate what I do digitally on traditional means. Huh? How does this knuckle work? Hold on, this is a cylinder. This. Hold on a second. Cylinder. That goes like this. It should be open here. This should be closed. Or should it be closed? Or should it be open? I feel like it should be open. Okay. And then here another cylinder. Which is open here. And then here there's another cylinder here. That's going upwards. And then folding back in. I am in so much confusion. Let's pretend this looks good, okay. Okay, I gotta go, guys. Bye bye! Thank you for coming. Okay, another cylinder here, which then folds back in here. How does that work? Hi! Oh my god, hi! Can't wait to see the finished piece. I just know it's gonna be amazing. Thank you! You're so nice. Thank you. Back to cylinder 1. Then it kind of folds here like this. And then it folds again like this. Then the fingertips is just gonna be randomly drawn because I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I gave him humongous hints, and it's probably the case now that I'm looking at it right now. Oh my god. Okay, let's give him smaller hands. One rule of thumb I use is, I know personally, okay, I don't have very big hands, but personally my hand, if I put it flat against my face, it's gonna cover like 3/4 of my face. So I usually try to give my characters the same size for their hands. Typically here this is a little too big, I think. It should be smaller. Because the fingers are still folded inwards. And I feel like I'm making his thumbs being so large. It's not gonna look good. So let me try again. Okay, this is the base of the thumb. Then there's this weird bowl shape. You can see it. Then there's this weird bowl shape here. So base of the thumb, then bowl, and then I do feel like this thumb is big though, so I'm probably gonna make it smaller. So base, then bowl, then it goes up. Like this. Again, this is a cylinder, so I can draw it. And I hide the fingers for a second. I know I said I was gonna do simple shapes and body then project SEKAI art, so given the time I've been spending on those simple shapes, I probably won't be able to finish everything I wanted to do, which is, you know, fine. I'm not in a hurry or anything. I just feel sorry that you guys have to watch such a pathetic performance from me. Okay, I feel like this is the right size, and then this connects back here, then the rest is here. Okay, this design looks so small now. What? Wait a second. Can I make his hand bigger? Okay, I feel like this should be the right size. Honestly, his head looks small by default. Also, now that I have flipped my canvas, I think the neck is still angled a bit weird. So let me just adjust the angle for the neck and the head. This is weird. This is weird. I think this should be better. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like it's better. Tsukasa, thank you. Okay, the neck is still weird. And the head is misplaced, I think. Maybe I made... This might also be due to the fact that I did not properly draw a head, I just sketched it, so it looks weird to me. What if I drew the neck a little thicker here? Okay, this looks much better, to me at least. Okay, just one hand left and we should be done with the simplified anatomy stuff that I wish didn't take 2 hours and 15 minutes. But let's draw the hand. Okay, the second hand should look... Oh no, it's gonna be hard to draw without the actual sunglasses. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna draw it anyway without the sunglasses, even though they're technically touching the sunglasses. Just so I can have a reference for later. Even though right now it's gonna look awkward. Okay, let's draw the other hand. Oh, this is the wrong hand. I used the left hand, so this should be the right hand. So this is a little big. Still too big. Then it should be... It should be oriented like this, tilted like this, and I'm gonna change the pose. I need to stop lying, dude. Hey, I'm back. The spirit will most likely be the last that I'm able to be here. No problem. I hold a pen case. This looks close to what I had in mind, actually. Hold on, eraser. Is this closer? Not really. Pick up tissue paper. No. Okay, I think this is close enough to what I had in mind. My winter break ends today. No, that sucks. Today was my first day of school after break. Oh my god. Good luck, guys. Good luck. I'm lucky I'm still in winter break. I do have an exam to study for though. Technically, I'm not in break, I'm in my exams period. But, like in my finals. But, only have one, so I'm basically in vacation still. Good thing I do online school. That I want to do online school so bad. Unfortunately, that's not a thing in my country. I asked to do online school during the COVID times, but they refused because it simply does not exist. Which really sucks because I was so ready to log in and do online school. This is weird. Hold on a second. I'm gonna make the fingers a little lower. Like this. This is closer to what I had in mind. I'm homeschooled. You guys, I don't want to say you're lucky because I know there are good things about online and homeschool and bad things about them, but I wish I could have done this. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna drink. I go to a public school. Me too. Well, technically public. I don't know if my university counts as public. But before that, it was public school as well. Homeschooling also sucks. Yeah, I guess there are good and bad things everywhere. Oh my god, ouch. Hold on a second, I just hurt my back. I need to stretch real quick. Oh my god, my back just cracked so good. Ouch. How often is there a drawing? Oh my god, wait. How often is there a drawing stream and when does it usually occur? Let me write it down in chat. I'll be right back. Hold on a second. So yeah, I should be streaming pretty much every day. I'm not sure if I want to stream on the weekends. I know most people are free on the weekends, so maybe I will stream on the weekends. I don't know yet. But technically I will be streaming every day at around 2-3 p.m. In my time zone, which is, you know, West European time zone. Hold on. The negative things about doing online school is no social interaction and no fun projects. We didn't have fun projects in like real school, not real school, physical school. And I was socially anxious, which I'm getting over thankfully, but back then, honestly, with my social anxiety, I would have preferred doing online school. I used to go to a public school, but homeschooling is better for me, but it's just a personal preference, I think. Yeah, I think it's really up to everyone to know, like, what is better for them. Right now, I think I'm fine with physical school, but honestly, back then, online would have been much better, especially since I don't want to, like, brag, but I was academically gifted compared to other people. So I was bored all the time in school. Honestly, there was no reason why I went there aside from the fact that it was forbidden not to go. Online school has been better on my mental health and physical well-being. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I personally hate material project because my weird luck was always messes something up. Yeah, same. Except it's not like I'm just clumsy. Material projects are fun, except group projects. This is so true. To be honest, I don't really like solo projects either, because I usually just learn faster by reading, so I feel like it was always a loss of time for me. I might watch more of your art stream. These are interesting. Thank you! I'm glad. Oh, 2 p.m. CET's 8 a.m. EST. Yeah, I know. I want the stream like later if possible, but unfortunately I don't know how much noise I'm allowed to make when it's later for me, because I don't live in an individual house, so I don't want to annoy my neighbors. It's 7 p.m. here. We have such different time zones. It's so funny to me. I don't miss public school. I also had very bad anxiety. Yeah, I feel that. Reason why I wanted to do online school. It will be tough trying to come to the streams, I think. Thank you. I might honestly try to do some streams at different times. Honestly, I really need to see. Also depends on my study schedule. But I will try to have some at different times. Thing that is hard about streaming my art is that usually I get random bursts of inspiration at random moments in the day. So I can't really have a consistent schedule, which makes it hard to like stream consistently. It's 10 a.m. where I am. Hello! At 10 a.m. for me right now too. I think I'm gonna go bye bye! Bye bye! 7 a.m. We all have such different time zones. It's cute to me. How do you draw hands? Seriously, I am struggling. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Okay, it's time to go back to cylinders, I think. So center. Here, center. And here we need another center. That I think should be open here. And then go here. Be open on this end. And then like this. This looks like a weird finger to me, but it's a finger. I sometimes trace the hand bases. Yeah, I did this in the past. I did this in the past too. Here I'm avoiding it because not only am I trying to actually explain my art process, I don't usually do it anymore, but also because I'm streaming, it would be kind of weird if I start tracing stuff. Usually what I do is, if I'm really struggling, is to trace on a model, and I try to have a, like to do this, try to separate the parts, and like right now I'm drawing cylinders, I could very well do this and draw the cylinders like this. Here I don't think I need this right now, but it does happen that I trace like this and then copy again here what I'm doing. I don't use the traced versions in my drawings anymore though. Always redraw anything. But honestly, I feel that the hands are so hard. Oh, it does happen that I traced my own art though. I've done this a few times. Especially when I knew I'm able to do it, it would just be a loss of time considering I already have it done. I don't trace other people's art though. I do trace 3D models sometimes when I'm doing the sketch. Hold on, this cylinder is annoying me. Cylinder here. Then like this. Oh my god, my back is hurting. Remember to stretch when you're drawing. Don't be like me, don't be a shrimp. This looks weird. I think I made the first third of the finger way too long. Okay, this is better, I think. Center here, then here. Like this. Maybe the fingertips looks weird. Actually the whole fingertip looks weird. Yeah, this looks better, I feel like. This goes up a little, then back down. I don't see anything with the knuckles. Goes up, then back down, and then even more down. Like this, and then the final finger just goes down, then down, then down. Why is the small finger the longest finger here? This is not right. Okay, then here. Okay, I'm gonna be fixing this later anyway. I think that's it for the simplified body. But I can put this in my discard folder, I don't need it. Same for this. And one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call this boxes, and okay, Okay, this I feel like looks like anatomy that works for the most part. So since I have been streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes, I can keep going. So that was step 1, simple shapes, which I've named boxes. Step 2 is body. I need to learn how to draw feet. Me too, I don't know how to draw feet. I just copied my 3D model. I'm in home easy right now and we're doing careers, and I'm now realizing how picky I am when it comes to that. I'm gonna be so honest, I do not know what home easy is. Oh, is it home economy? I actually never had that kind of classes. It's just not a subject that exists here. So, doing careers? I don't know what that means. I don't think. I think if they're asking you to choose what kind of job you would like to have in the future, I feel like it's good to know what your interests are. Probably. I need to stop saying probably. Okay, I was gonna say step 2, body, and then SEKAI, but I feel like I can merge those 2 steps. Okay, no, let's not jump to stuff too fast. Made to do that, just draw triangles. No, same. Like, I have a base for... Did I just receive a notification? I don't know. Like, when I have a base for my like my character design, and literally all this is triangles. It's just a fucking triangle because I don't know how to draw feet. And it's been like that for years. I don't think there was an evolution in how I draw feet because I avoid doing it so much. I need to stop avoiding doing stuff I don't like. I'm not sure what career I want to do. Probably something that I can share my creativity or something. I'm not sure I really want to make comics of my character. Me too! My dream is to be a comic artist, actually. It's so cool. Comics are so cool. Which is why in university I picked... I don't know how it works in your countries, but here I have to pick 2 subjects, and I picked history and art history because history works for learning stuff about the world so I can write better stories, and then art history is just for the visual aspect of it. I love comics. Oh, that's so cool. I want to be an actor. Being an actor is so cool. That's so cool. I don't think they can hear me, so I'm gonna write in chat. I cannot act to save my life. Genuinely. Probably this is also why I love Wanda Show. They're doing so many amazing stuff I could never do in my life. I have a whole story ideas and scripts I'm making. Me too. I have so many of them. I love stories and comics and stuff. My dream is to make music and pretend my OCs are having a SEKAI focus. Guess what I have been doing in my free time? Guess what I have been doing in my free time? I've been trying to get into music composition. Because I also want to give my... Like, honestly, my dream is to make, like, right now, short term, is to make fake SEKAI events that includes music. So I want to learn that. That's so cool. I love music. I also kind of want to be an actor. I'm not sure, but I love acting. That's so cool. You guys are so cool. You should keep going in that direction if that's something you like. If you have scripts, I would totally be willing to voice act them. I act and also voice act. That's so cool. I am actually helping in a few OC projects, and like the voice actors are amazing. I don't know if I'm allowed to promote like the OC projects in my stream, so I will not mention them without asking first, but they're so cool. Voice actors are so cool. Hold on, I'm using it. Huh? Oh, wait, I'm so stupid sometimes. I also think I'd be a pretty good lawyer. That's so cool. You guys are all so cool. Law is so interesting too. I was just traumatized by like, okay, I live in Switzerland, so I have German classes, and in German class we read a whole book about a trial, and like it was such a creepy book, and also none of us had the actual level required to read this book, so it was kind of a trauma. And now every time I think about like laws and lawyers and everything like this, I just remember this book. I could not be a lawyer just because of this, and also because I don't know how to argue for the life of me. But it's so cool. I don't think I'd be a good lawyer. Me too. Arguing is so hard. I can write essays defending a thesis, but actually defending people? No, I cannot do that. Also, being a lawyer requires so much knowledge in specific stuff, like economy and stuff like this too, which I do not have nor am willing to learn at the moment. But honestly, big props to lawyers. They're amazing. Okay, I don't think SEKAI draws this part here. I don't think they do, so I'm not gonna draw it. Maybe I just have like this very thin line as a reminder that if I find a reference where it exists, I can use it. Otherwise, I am not gonna draw the under part of the chin. I have a lot of experience with debate because I have strict parents. Oh no, I'm sorry, I have strict parents. I mean, sometimes it's a good thing, most of the time I would say it's not a good thing. I'm so scared of debates, to be honest. I'm so scared of conflict in general. I'm just a silly, sleepy sounding girl trying to draw. Please do not start a debate with me. I admire people who can actually debate though. It's amazing. I also play Ace Attorney and Danganronpa. Yeah, that helps. What's y'all's favorite music artist? Or just mine's Bia Badubi? I fear I do not know that name. I should look them up later. Mine is Math, I think. Oh, also, wait, this is gonna be long. Bear with me. Urashima Sakata. Sen are my two favorite music artists. Other than that, I think I'm pretty basic with my Vocaloid music taste. Yoiko Kurashi. Oh, Chinozo is also a good artist. Actually, not yesterday, the day before was no, the day even before. Anyway, I watched a concert, like an online concert of my favorite singing group, and I was so happy. I love music. Biabi Doobie sang the Glue song, The Perfect Pair, Talk Beaches, and Apple Cider, naming some popular songs that are more mainstream that you might know. I fear that I live under a rock, and genuinely I have never heard any of these songs before. I love music, but my knowledge of actual songs does not exist. I know the older Vocaloid songs because I got into Vocaloid when I was 13. I know the older Vocaloid songs, I know a few older artists from that time, and that's it. And unfortunately, I don't think I've ever heard of Biabadoobie. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If not, I apologize. Okay, hold on a second. How does this work? Yoiko Kurashi sang Sinking Down Tomodachi no Uta. Okay, Sinking Down the sound familiar. Tomodachi no Uta, I'm not sure I know. Sinking Down, pretty sure I've heard before. I don't know. So I live under a rock, genuinely. Hold on, I need a body reference. Hold on a second. Upper body. Okay, I should be able to draw with this. Hold on a second. I don't know if you guys are chatting in the chat. I will read it in a bit. Just want to get this done first. Wait, where? The clavicles have disappeared from this reference. Awesome. Just gonna assume they're here. Okay, the sternal thingy is here. The clavicles are here. The deltoid. I don't want to draw muscles. I'm not gonna draw muscles. Okay, this is the shoulder. Does something like this. Attaches to the clavicles. Pressure test another muscle here, which I'm not gonna draw. The chest should be here. Wait, am I drawing the deltoid too small? Most likely, yeah, it should be more like here. I'm just throwing it the three muscles they might know to look smart, but the truth is I have no idea what I'm doing. Hold on, this. Hold on, why am I drawing muscles when the SEKAI art style doesn't even show muscles anyway? Because I wanna get better, I suppose. Okay, and then I feel like I'm drawing his chest too high. Okay, good thing is this does attach here, which is good. This should be here, and then hold on a second. This is the back. Let's be Let's make things simple. This is the back. This is the waist. Those are the hips, which I'm drawing way too big, so... This is the back. This is the waist. Hips here. Bro, anatomy is so hard for no reason. It's not so hard, it's just I've never learned it, so it's hard for me to know what to do to make it look good. Oh my god. Okay, waist here, then hips here. I feel like I am drawing random poop. I should stop swearing when I'm streaming. Okay, let me check the chat. I'm tired of this. Yeah, you're pronouncing it right. I'm glad. I don't know how to draw bigger muscles for the life of me. I can only draw like basic ones. I don't know how to explain. I like drawing muscles like this. This looks so stupid. Oh my god. This is the best I can do when drawing muscles. What if I gave Tsukasa big muscles just for the joke? I don't want to do that, I'm kidding. Oh my god, how does this work? So wait, this is the middle of the chest. The chest is here. Okay, this is judo. And I feel like this shouldn't be this. Why does Perry reappear when muscle training is mentioned? Hi, Perry. I don't know how people like drawing muscles. I watched a video how to do it, but felt like I didn't learn anything. Yeah, I feel like it generally just comes from practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing again and again and again until you get it, which honestly I have not had the patience for so far. Okay, hold on. I have another reference here because I feel like I'm doing... Oh my god, what am I doing? What is this? I'm using the boxes too much, I think. Okay, deleting this and starting over. Okay, so... Hold on. So... deltoid muscle and then this random thingy here. Which I can simply... What did I do when I drew Emu? I like this process, which is why I keep referring back to it. Okay, I drew boxes, and then what did I do? Body. I drew the body over it like this, which actually makes sense because this is my usual process. I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I focusing on muscles when I could just draw like I usually do? So, ribcage. Ribcage is here. And rib is here. Then the sternum, clavicles. Yeah, this looks better to me. I don't have any very muscular characters, so I hopefully won't have to worry about it much. I hope so too. But not gonna lie, it's even if you don't have like characters that have a lot of visible muscles, it still helps a lot when drawing. I think. It's my feeling about it. Same except for like one. Oh my god, good luck. I am EP now. Night night. Bye bye, Perry. Thank you for coming by. I gotta go too for this time. Bye bye. Thank you for coming. Hold on. This has been really fun. Thank you. Okay, hold on. Let me pull my reference here. So what I did when I drew Emu, which was really easy to me, was draw the ribcage. That has been done. Next, I drew the chest. Tsukasa has a flat chest, so I don't need to worry about that. Next, I just draw very boxes, which is fine. I feel like I can do this. Oh, okay, no, this is gonna look weird since he's folded inwards. Maybe I do have to worry about. Okay, no, this looks weird. This looks weird. Tasukete kudasai. Sensei, Doraemon. So, let's look at the back muscles. This. Okay, behind the ribcage you have this thing. I feel like looking at models with too many muscles is just confusing me more than anything else, so I'm gonna draw, like, look at models with simplified anatomy. Except I do not have any references for that. Oh no. Hold on, be right back. I'm just gonna find a video from a teacher I really like that explains anatomy in a simplified way. Yeah. That was loud. How do you mute the shorts? Can I mute the sound from my shorts? I guess not. Well, I'm just gonna draw. Hold on, video. This is so. What the hell? Hold on, sorry. I have an ad for something weird. Oh, this did not help. I don't think. Okay, back to actually drawing. References save lives. I know it does save mine constantly. Except here, I don't know what I could simply reuse my 3D model. Let's bring back the 3D model to see how it works. Oh, I forgot about. What happened? Oh, this is the wrong 3D model. Hold on. Is it this one? Okay, yeah, it is this one. So what happens around here? This is feminine anatomy, so I have to adjust around it. But okay, have the bottom here. Okay, I'm gonna draw the legs first and then worry about how to attach them to the main, the torso, the hips later. Pen is not going where I want it to be, which is annoying. Okay. Okay. And then the knee. I never understood how people only have like 10 layers. I have at least 30 minimum on my art. I have minimum 100, so I feel you. Actually, I am working on a drawing on a single layer. So I am trying to learn how this is possible. So if I'm doing something I'm comfortable with, I have at least 100 layers, especially with those illustrations here. I don't know how many layers I have for the fake art set I've made, but honestly I think Emma is a different case because I had to animate it in Live 2D, so obviously I have a lot more layers. For Nini and Rui, I think I have at least 150, maybe 200 layers. So far here, I think, yeah, I have 50 layers right now, so... Yeah, I don't... And this is just a rough sketch, so I don't know how people do this. I duplicate my layers just to be safe. Same! Or sometimes I just make a copy of my art file. So I have the old layers and I can work on the new one so that my computer doesn't die. That's also one thing I do. I feel like I'm drawing a girl. Oh, never mind. Doesn't look so bad. Okay. How do you draw a man's hips? Like, I genuinely have no idea how to do it. This looks so weird. I'm too used to be drawing girls. I don't know. So I will ignore this until it becomes a problem. Okay, then. Okay, I think I know what's wrong with the hips here. And that it's not the same angle as my 3D model, even though I used my 3D model for the legs. Because the 3D model here has like not exactly the same shape. Like it's more tilted like this, which obviously I was aware of earlier and I thought it wouldn't be a problem. It has become a problem for me because I suck at anatomy. I don't think the hips are just less wide. I don't mostly draw girls. Yeah, that's what I think too. But also because of this, it makes the shape of the torso, like the upper body, a little different. Like because I'm so used to have like a tiny waist and then it just goes like this. And woo, we have a girl here because it's less curvy. I am not sure how it goes. I am probably overthinking this, to be honest. Okay, let's try this again. This is the back, this is the waist. Hips go like this, attached to the bottom. Oh my god, this does not look good. I'll just keep it like this for now, I'll fix it later. Yeah, the hips are attached in a weird way. Not too much to this side. Let me think. Do I edit my... I don't know. Maybe I can change the legs instead? I don't know. I'm learning on how to draw more masculine bodies because I have male characters I need to draw. I feel that. Honestly, if Wonderland Showtime didn't have 2 male characters, I would be so happy to ignore masculine anatomy. Unfortunately, I cannot ignore the fact that Rui and Tsukasa are, as far as I know, canonically males. At least as far as I know. Unfortunately, I also have to learn how to draw men, which I'm not happy about, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna ignore this for now. If I'm having trouble, don't force it, Mopi, don't force it, just move on to something else. He's gonna be covered in clothes here anyway. Is there... I think there is a thing like this. And then... the cows... Dude, I saw like a thing in my peripheral vision and I was so sure that my cat had somehow entered my room and was staring into my soul. It turns out it was just my apple juice bottle. I mixed up my cat and my apple juice bottle. Bro, what is wrong with me? This looks weird. This looks weird because this is too thin, I feel like. Once I hallucinated Emu and Nene in my kitchen baking cookies. That's so cute. That's such a cute hallucination though. This looks weird. The golf is weirdly placed, I think. And this should be more like this, I believe. This is also weird. I should really be studying anatomy properly. Trust the process, this is so cool. Thank you! Thank you! I'm trying so hard to trust the process. Like, I knew at the end of the day, like, this is not different from what I usually draw, so it's gonna be okay by the end, I think. I'm just being unusually stressed about it because I'm streaming, I think. And also because I don't have much to say, so I'm just yapping, saying nothing to fill the silence. I'm just yapping to say nothing to fill. I'm just yapping and saying nothing to fill the silence I said, and then I just went silent. I just have nothing to say about this because I don't know what I'm doing. What's your favorite thing to draw? Mine is hair. Hair is fun to draw. Hair is like half fun and half hell to me. Because it was, I think, really fun for me to draw Emu's hair while ignoring the braid, which was a hell. The hair here was fun to draw. On the other hand, Nene and her beautiful long hair took so long to draw that I kind of went insane halfway through the process. My favorite thing to draw probably is... That's a good question. I don't know, eyes maybe? Eyes are fun. Otherwise I like sketching my cats at the end of each stream. That's relaxing and cute. Otherwise... yeah, I think eyes. I like eyes. I love coloring hair. Coloring hair is fun sometimes. I like it. Sometimes. I have such a complicated relationship with hair. Like, I like it. I usually like it, but it tires me out so quickly. Thankfully, this Tsukasa will not have insanely long hair, so it should be an enjoyable process, I hope. Also, he has a beanie, so that's gonna save my life. So I think this should be enjoyable to draw. However, I'm not sure about redrawing Nene with long hair. That was kind of a hell. But this looks so weird. I'm really gonna need some references. Other than my 3D model, which I am trusting to distrust. Which I am starting to distrust. How does that work? How does one draw bots? I love drawing long hair. I have a character with long hair and she's so fun to draw. I'm so glad you think so. I'm so glad you have fun. Wait a second. I'm just realizing how weird this is here. Like, the leg should have been... Yeah, okay, the way I drew the hips is wrong. That much is obvious. Which is why I've been struggling. Also, this is weird. I'm just gonna freehand it without my reference, like the thing I drew earlier, because this is weird. Okay, let me look at the reference. I am in absolute pain. Do I have a simplified reference for the body? I do, but for females, which shouldn't be too different, but I'm not trusting anything at this point. What if I just... Okay, back muscles. I think this should look... okay, maybe. Okay, his body does something like this, which is why it looks so weird to me, because I've never drawn a pose like this before. So... also this part here, the waist is really way too long. I feel like it shouldn't be this long. Like the ribcage should be bigger. I don't know. Feels like it's a good size, but also I can't really make the hips any larger. Hold on a second. I'm gonna edit my box drawing, merge, and then I'm gonna place the hips more like this. Is this gonna make my life easier? I do not know. Let's find out. Okay, waist here, and hips. Back to the topic of long hair. Well, I struggle with something that is not long hair. I think it's really like, once you have it done, it's so beautiful. Like, I love it. I love drawing it in the sense that it always brings me so much satisfaction. the process of it is a bit tiring to me. Probably because I worry about details too much, so since long hair has a lot of details, I get easily overwhelmed, but I like it anyway. Okay, this is weird. This is also weird. Everything about this drawing is weird at this point to me. I think I'm gonna need a break. So I'm probably gonna end the stream soon. Probably fix this mistake to like whatever is going on here tomorrow. I'm just gonna keep trying for a little bit longer. Okay, hips here. Then connects to the thighs and waist. Hips here. And then I feel like this is too. Why have I ever thought that this pose would be a good idea? I am regretting all my life choices. Okay, what about this? Doesn't look right, but it doesn't look jarring either. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this for now, and then when I'm gonna be drawing in the SEKAI style tomorrow, I will fix it with references. Dynamic poses look so hard, they do. And here I was nice to myself and I didn't add foreshortening like I did in my record, which is also why it looks so weird. As you can see now, this arm is big, but that's fine I think. This arm is small. This is small. Tsukasa on the other hand, I feel like has pretty... like it's not crazy foreshortened. So that's easier for me. Dynamic poses still are hard as hell. Okay, this should be okay. Next the arm. Arms are pretty... not easy, but not as hard as other things in my opinion. I'm still gonna pull a reference just to be sure I'm not doing complete nonsense. So the arm connects with the muscle here, which I am not gonna draw, then the chest is here. One thing I'm grateful for in the SEKAI art style is that the arms are literally sticks. It's, I feel like, easy to draw. Much easier than other styles I've seen. So honestly, I don't feel like the SEKAI style makes the arms much more complicated than the cylinders I've drawn here, which is why I'm basically just tracing them as they are. I have been working on this drawing for 9 hours. Bro, I am slow. I am slow. I feel like this is gonna end up being my the drawing that took me the longest out of this whole series, maybe my whole life. Okay, shoulder should be straightforward. Connects here. And that's it. And then the trapezius? I don't even know if that's the English name. Should go like this. How does this look? It doesn't look awful. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look awful. Okay, I think all that's left is the hands. Ooh. Shows are also so hard to draw for me. I know, me too. I think it's the hardest thing for me to draw. Shoes have no business in being so hard to draw. Like, I'm pretty sure I've hidden them. Yeah, I've hidden the shoes here in Rui's illustration as well as I could with the long pants. With Emma's drawing, I'm pretty sure I did the same thing. Yeah, I hid them here as best as well as I could. I couldn't really do this for Nene, but if you look closely, they are... Oh my god, wait. They are not great. Like, they look okay because I spent hours on them, but... Yeah, no, this is not my best subject to draw. I don't know why shows are so hard. Like, this looks okay. Well, obviously those are not shoes, but they're so hard. Honestly, I think feet and shoes are the hardest parts for me to draw. Hold on a second. What is happening here? Like, what is this? This should not look like this. More like this, I think. Okay, and then the thumb. Oh my god, I don't want to be drawing this. Holy wonder, holy. The hands look so off. This is terrible. But again, I can correct this later. So I am very happy to leave this to future me. All my problems will go to future Mopi. Okay. That looks like this is certainly interesting. This is so full, oh my god. Wait a second, where is the... Huh? Wait, I don't even know why I drew the finger. Huh? Why is there a finger? I didn't even realize when I was doing this earlier, but why is there a finger randomly outstretched by the others? Or not? This is so weird. Wait, huh? What is this doing? Hmm? Yeah, this is not what I had planned to draw, but I am too lazy right now to draw outstretched fingers all over again, so I'm just gonna ball with this. I just ate one of my hairs. Ew. Okay, second hand. Oh no, I don't want to draw hands. Okay, 1 knuckle, 2 knuckles, 3 knuckles. 1 finger, 2 fingers. 3 fingers. This one should be shorter. What theme of discarded, by the way, are this cool? Thank you! It's gonna be the same theme as my other platformer series, like my fake art sets. So all about platformer games, where they're all like kind of jumping around in a cyber world and trying to beat the game. It's gonna be the same for this Tsukasa card. Cyberpunk, I think is what it's called, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it is close to Cyberpunk, but also I feel like Cyberpunk is... Yeah, it is. It does include Cyberpunk elements, but I also feel like it's more based on retro games, like Mario games. But for the designs, for the costume designs, I did look at a ton of cyberpunk fashion. Oh my god, I cannot pronounce English. Okay, are we good? Oh yeah, obviously it's not perfect, but we have something. Which is already better than what I could have hoped for. The face looks weird. I will say this because this is the focal point which I have to focus on tomorrow when I'm streaming again. The face looks terribly weird. Like this should be more... hold on. This should be more like this. This is a little too curvy. Does this look better? Yeah, it does. My brain has been scratched the right way with this edit. Do I still have something to do? Well, I thought I could manage to redraw the body in the SEKAI style today. Turns out I've been streaming for 3 hours and a half. So I think this is a good place to draw, so tomorrow I can pick where I stopped back up, and yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here for today. So thank you for watching, because it's awkward to stop without saying anything, as usual, I'm gonna be drawing my cats before ending the stream. However, I will be muting myself. So bye bye!